Hey guys, it's Young Wealth. Now today I have to make a video on Zebec, Zbcn, because as you can see right now, we are having a rejection, and the rejection is at 52. Now you gotta understand, in my video yesterday, I made a video saying like right around here, that's not a good time to buy. I made a video saying yesterday, should you buy here? I said, me personally, as an investor, we must stay disciplined and realize that this is a long race. It's not a short 100-meter sprint. And once you understand that there's always going to be dips, this is a buying opportunity compared to this. Now, am I saying buy here? No, not financial advice. But what I'm saying is, it would have been way worse if you bought here compared to if you buy here, right? Now, at the end of the day, if we just go to the daily, we can try and see where we might be heading, where the next support might be, because what you want to see when you're trying to, because of course, if you're new to Zbcn, you are trying to find a good entry, right? So what you want to see to confirm whether it's a good entry or not is you want to see sideways action. Right now, we only have one candle to really work with when it comes to this rejection. So I do believe we have time to DCA. When you actually think about it, right, a 17% dip, or it was 17, now it's 15. A 17 to 15% dip is a big amount to have in a day. But when you consider the gigantic run up we've just had, these things are expected. These things are pretty normal. It's normal to have pullbacks. So if you're there panicking, thinking, no, I bought the top, you have to learn to have patience, okay? At the end of the day, if I just zoom out a little bit, I can see where. What am I doing? Am I drunk? I must be drunk. I'm just trying to zoom in, okay? Now, at the end of the day, when it comes to where I do feel like we can head, we have to just find where we had reactions before. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, that's okay. So if we just zoom out again, we can actually now I know this sounds crazy. That's why I was pausing for a second, because I just have to catch myself when I say things like that. I know this sounds crazy, but the worst case scenario is we do pull back and split back in half, because it has been a massive run up. But things like this take a while. That's why I'm saying, like, when you look at where we got rejected previously, where was the last rejection? Where was the last major rejection? These are all levels where we got rejected and then we create support, right? You have to understand that these are all levels to look out for. These dips, like, these are all levels you want to actually say, you know what, I could buy on these levels. Like, these are all levels where it was rejection and it turned to support. So all of these can really play out. Now, I'm sorry if I'm speaking slow. I'm so tired. It's my 6th video of the day. All of these scenarios can play out, but at the same time, we could just continue to rally to the upside. Because I'm gonna be real, when you're talking about a coin that's under $1 billion in market cap and it has products, it has a crypto payment system, it has multiple ways to actually benefit the global economy when it comes to payment solutions, and when it comes to really being efficient and being a lot more in date than the outdated technology they use in the global system today, you would understand that all of this is still pay price action. A coin like Zbcn could be at the 10 billion before you know it. Now, of course, that's on the macro, but what I'm saying is this is all pay price action, but it does play into how much X's you made. Do not get it twisted. Like, buying on this line compared to buying here, if it was the 100x, from here, right? If you bought here, that's a big difference. That's a big loss in exit. So that's why I say pick your moments. If you brought at the top here, that was not the smartest, but I do believe we have enough catalyst to carry this rally on, only because this is still a small cap. This can continue to rally for a while, and it can mirror its impulsive move. What we can pretty much see here, depending on what support we hit and what support we respect, we can bounce off any of these lines and just consolidate and go to the next leg up. Because in my head, 500 million market cap, that's the next psychological resistance. The next market cap you have to pay attention to is 500 million. That's my opinion. Now, if you just do the math, the circulating supply is 79 million, right? Let's get a calculator out. Zbcn at a 500 million market cap will bring the price to 2 zeros and 6 cents, right? Which from here, that's a great increase. And just remember, when we start eating up these zeros, you're gonna look back and realize I brought when it was at 2 zeros. Now, am I saying buy now? Once again, no. But what I am telling you is, like, once the opportunity present itself and we hit these levels of support, these are all good buy areas, and these are all zones where I do feel like we can find a bounce. These are all zones where we can possibly find a bounce. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not saying I could predict the future, but what I'm saying is this is still early. This is still early technology, and this is still early in general when it comes to all blockchain technology put together. I said this in my previous video. I'll say this again. I don't know any other payment solution that's really on the Solana blockchain that's can compete with coins that have been built on ETH and such things like that, and that stuff like XLM, XRP, XDC, Algo, Q, like the payment solution coins, the payment sector. I don't know anything else on the Solana blockchain that could compete with Zbcn. It's in a category of its own. I'm just being honest. It's in a category of its own. And if you understand that long-term investors have been proven scientifically to see the most gains, or mathematically to see the most gains, they outcompete day traders and they outcompete people that try to gamble. People that just accumulate, like even here, this is why we see the sell-off, because over here on this red zone, smart money was accumulating. So of course, smart money is going to take profits, okay? That's how some traders do it. They swing trade. So when I see pullbacks, yes, it's unfortunate if you bought at the top and you try to get rich quick. But for me, it's a good move to see a red candle, because it just opens up new opportunities to keep buying. Because I did plan to buy this for the next 6 months to a year. So I want to see it retest, and I do feel like we can retest any of these levels. Just being honest, we can retest any of these levels. So what I wanted to tell you guys in this video is just be aware that pumps don't really last forever, but be aware that when pumps happen, they can happen viciously. And this is an example. This is just a taster. This is a hint of what Zbcn could do in a full-blown bull run. This pump, this is without a lot of catalyst or bullish news in the markets. I'm just being honest. I don't see any signs of a major out season yet. So if this was a bull run, well, instead of a 600% move in the past 90 days, we could see a 6,000% move. That's just how ridiculous things get. And those times have not gone anywhere. They're just dormant. So understanding that, I hope you guys get where I'm coming from in this video. It was just a real update on the charts. I do believe we will continue to climb on the macro, even if we have slight pullbacks. Because I said, once inflation starts to increase, assets go up in value. So with that being said, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It was Young Wealth, and I'm signing out. Peace.